What's up, everyone? Back with another throws video. I think it's like week 15 or something like that. Um, we're in the middle of a speed cycle, so things are kind of moving. Things are feeling not so beat up and slow. So that's really good. Yay for that. We're starting this week off with sheaf toss, sheaf and wob on day one. Um, on this sheaf day, we're really just kind of pushing consistency. Again, I still feel pretty gun shy from earlier in the season, kind of like having a couple bad sheaf days. I was losing them off early, hooking them behind. So we're kind of just every sheaf practice, we're just trying to put some pepper on them, but we want them to go right behind us, like land in a good spot, like right there, lands right behind me. That's what we want. So we're kind of just doing that. And the next thing, I feel like I'm getting dialed in on that. So that's we might switch up the what we're working on, and I think that's going to be intensity next because um, sheaf with no intensity is worthless. You got to be able to like put some pepper on it. That one was like my highest toss, and I still kind of lost it a little bit off to the side. I think on a normal standard it would have gone over easily, but um, the consistency is getting developed. I think it's okay at this point. Now it's time for intensity. Then we jump to some wob. This wob session was actually really bad. Normally, if I'm kind of missing in the backyard, if I throw 10 throws and I make four of them, like I'm okay with that, as long as like everything else was in line. Like we're like, oh, we're getting high enough, we're getting big poles. We're standing in the wrong spot or something like that, right? A little thing that we can adjust, which kind of how my wob sessions have been recently. I'm not making a bunch of them, but I am comfortable with what it's looking like, how it feels, and things like that. This one, man, just felt awful. They weren't going high. I feel like my technique was really sloppy. Um, I don't know. Sometimes you have a bad session. I think that was it. Then we got to the field. On this day, we are doing a lot of non-reverse throws. Um, I think that's going to help me in the future with my open stone, so I'm not jumping that finish, and my Braemar as well. It's not like when I extend, like just jumping up too soon, right? Keep my feet grounded, keep my feet turning. That's kind of what I'm working on here. And later in the week, you'll see I have a couple stone throws that are I'm very extended and I stay grounded until the last moment, and then I reverse. And that's what we're kind of aiming for. But doing these like MSAs, like the full throw, non-reversed, is a hard thing for me to do because it's like my brain wants to reverse. I'm having to like stop myself from doing that, and it's like a little mental barrier that I will get past at some point. But right now, like they look kind of awkward, they feel kind of awkward, but I think they are going to help in the long run. I think that's going to be a big game changer. My stones is just to be able to stay grounded through the entire throw. Then we go into heavyweight. I put the belt on for the first couple. I don't know why. I just feel like having that belt on for like the first couple tosses. Um, I don't know. It helps me like ease into the throw. I don't know. I end up taking it off every time because I don't think it helps me throw further. It helps me just be comfortable at the beginning. And these heavyweight tosses they were okay. I think my best was like 36, and my lowest was like 33, 34. Um, so those they were okay. I'm having a hard time dialing in the speed and like timing. So if my speed is like good, my timing is off. If my timing is good, I'm doing it super slow. Um, and some of the good ones I had were like I feel like I was kind of jumpy through it, but like I just couldn't get it like my feet down quick enough for like the big push. I don't know. Heavyweight's weird. Heavyweight's for the husky boys. So then we jump into light hammer. These were okay. Uh, at this end of the park, I know I should be going over 130 consistently, but I'm not. I think my best was 129, and my bottom was like 120. And that's an okay range to be in. There are little things with hammers right now. Like I feel like I've kind of plateaued in what I can do. Um, and so I know that there's like these little adjustments that are like they're right there. I just have to like figure it out. And so like it could be like head position. I know that's one of them. Like my head position through the entire throw, and kind of favoring that right side. I need to favor it a little bit more. I've always told myself the right side isn't as important as some people make it out to be, and I think I've got a little too lax on that. I need to like put some more emphasis on that side. Uh, and here we go on another day. This is I drove down to Wichita, past Wichita, to throw some friends, and had a pretty good day. I was pretty consistent across the board. I got a bunch of good feedback from my friend Skylar. Um, I threw some of his videos in here as well, so you can see what a good hammer thrower looks like. Um, I think my best here was like 124 on a very very flat field, and that would have been the one right before this one. That was 124. Um, they were good. Me and Skylar were going back and forth, seeing who can throw the furthest. Um, but he gave me a bunch of good tips. You'll see his coming up right here. This is what you would. This is an effortless hammer throw. He's putting he's putting nothing on it until that finish. He's just smooth, and that went every bit as far as like my best. Like he was maybe a little bit shorter, but he was doing like 60% of what he can do. So like go back and watch that on like what a good hammer throw looks like. I mean, he's a taller guy than me, so like his positioning with his orbit's a little bit different than me, but I think it's something that everyone should kind of strive for, is to do what he was doing there. And then on like lightweight, I had a couple good ones. I'm trying not to blow out that left side like I had been. Um, Over rotating a bunch. Like that one, I didn't over rotate on my first turn because I'm making a real point to like kind of stick that left foot down and pivot on it right when I land and keep moving instead of letting it shift over. Here's our Skylar toss. These again, he watches high low. He comes out pretty flat at the back, and then really when he kicks it in gear, the orbit of the ball is like it's very high then very low, and so you get that big sweep up, and that's what you want. So go back and watch that. Like Skylar's a very good technical model on the throws. I did a couple more Braemar tosses, bunch of non-reverses, trying to keep sticking to that ground. Like these open stones were all pretty good. We were, I think my best was like 47, and the worst was like 40. But that happens. But I wasn't upset with how these stones went. Uh, they were all pretty decent, and so like that's pretty much it. I'll let the rest of the video play out. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of these videos. And as always, throw far. God bless.